right, here we go.
because I tend to project. Anyway, this one is in a rolling start, I guess. So welcome to the smoke break.
All right.
What was the thing? Oh yeah, we were having a conversation about general attraction. Just leave it at that, basically. And I was thinking about like, I wish I could attract more women. And I was like, wait. And then like it went down the line, the tract of, well, it's mostly for lack of trying. I don't go to much places where there's plenty of women. And I was like, why isn't there plenty of women at the places I go to? Because I've been frequenting game stores mostly. Not like video game stores, like tabletop, shit like that. And then I was like, huh. And then it went down the whole obvious line of like bad connotations of nerds and whatnot. And I'm like,
Yeah.
so what could be done to fix this? Because there's like nerdy girls who like to do this stuff. So how would one fix the image of nerds, thusly fixing the image of tabletop game stores, thusly attracting more people? Women being some of those people.
I mean,
I'm not saying like make it mainstream super accessible. I'm just saying making it so that it's more appealing to even like nerds who actually want to try it out.
well, I mean, part of the thing is like, how do you make it more appealing? I mean, if the person's got to be into it, to want to go and want to be involved. And it's like, traditionally, I guess you'd say, really pretty people, bother themselves with, dealing with being really pretty all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And if they were sort of, I guess you'd say, predisposition towards being nerdy, that usually gets stamped out fairly early. It's like, I think, like, a lot of people start out, like, especially at a young age, like, I guess being nerdy. Like, who doesn't, like, start out playing video games and, like, watching cartoons and everything? But it's like, I feel like as you grow up, if you're, like, handsome or attractive or beautiful or whatever, then, it's the whole, I guess, shallow human being shit. Like, if you're attractive or good looking or whatever, then you tend to be more popular.
Mm-hmm.
You fall in with the popular crowd, which tend to shun quote unquote nerdy pursuits. Well, up until now, like recently, this like most recent generation, it's gained about as much accessibility and popularity and non-shunnism as anybody, and as it's gonna. But as far as our generation goes, or people in our age bracket, late 20s, early 30s, whatever, we still come from an age when, like, in our youth, it was shunned. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like any girls that grew up in the same age bracket we did, any women or whatever, like the really attractive ones who may have, like, early on started gaming or whatever, got shunned out of it. It's like, oh, pretty, popular, attractive girls don't do that. So it kind of got stamped down in an early age.
Well, me, I'm not even just speaking towards like
Just mean
super
people
attractive
in general.
Yeah.
Well, it's not that it's not appealing. It's appealing to those who are appealed by it. If they want to, if these people want to go, they go.
Maybe the ones I go to are just underpopulated.
Well, it still is a niche,
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be always rip-roaring, jam-packed all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And, there are a few that are relatively, full-packed, But, yeah, for the most part, yeah, it's still a niche market. Like, you're not going to get, like, that whole jam-packed, full, thing going,
Also considering that they're not even they're not in every town.
Yeah, no, because there's not enough of a market for it.
Mm-hmm.
In certain areas.
Like they're few and far in between, and those places are deep sometimes.
And they're never really in good, like, centralized locations with easy accessibility or a reason to really go there other than that, you know? Like, I mean, the one we're kind of sort of referencing, you know, is, you know, in the eastern end of Nassau County, almost Suffolk. It's in sort of an industrial park kind of area, back area. It's not really, you know, much reason to go there. If you go there, you're going there for the evening, you know, for a couple hours. It's not like you can, you know, stop by on your way home from work or something. And, you know, it's not in a convenient, centralized location. You know, I'd say they need to put them in more hub towns. You know, like there are hub towns in, you know, Nassau County and anywhere, I assume. You know, Hempstead, Freeport, you know, are hub towns. You know, dotting a few in Queens would even be more convenient than,
hell yeah, actually.
than Plainview. You know, Garden City, another hub town. Like areas that have a lot of through traffic. You know, that's where they should be. But the rent in those areas is higher, so, and it's not like, again, like I said, it's a niche market. It's not like these things, I don't really see these places turning a huge profit. You know, I don't really think they make a rip-roaring financial, you know.
They usually make their monies off of
tournament hosting and shit.
Yeah.
But you know, I see a lot of them go under too. Appear and disappear.
Yeah, like,
you know,
I know, like, after frequenting them, I know a lot of people who, like, used to work at some that went under and, like, stuff like that.
I know of 2 specifically that went under.
Yeah.
Kind of Disney. But, you know, yeah, it's, I don't really see them making huge amounts of money. Like, they probably don't. So, you know, they can't afford to pay the premium rent for more desirable locations. That's basically what it comes down to.
Also, like, you gotta know how to open and run a business. The one that we're also referencing kind of has, like, what am I trying to say? They have a specific type of problem. They have, like, ownership problems. They have management problems. Yeah, too many chiefs.
I mean, I guess it's a bunch of buddies on it.
Yeah.
Well, there's your problem. It's a bunch of buddies on it. Probably all put in on it, you know. Everybody feels proprietary about it. Feels like they own it, you know. Nobody wants to play second banana. Like, y'all can all, you know, be part owners or whatever, but y'all can't all manage, you know.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, they don't, like, from what I hear, they don't communicate with each other very well either. It's like the workers that are working there, like, they'll get told something, and then, like, someone else will tell them, like, a different, like, contradictory thing entirely.
Well, the whole place seems a little, like, to me, mainly just disorganized, and the fact that even though it is, like, a relaxed, chill atmosphere or whatever, the fact that they didn't even have anybody looking like they were trying to even work, you know, was kind of a little bit, I mean, it still is a business. You know, I'm not nitpicking, and me, hey, I'm all for casual, you know, I'm not saying, like, da-da-da, but, like, that could be one of the reasons why it's intimidating or not welcoming. Because if somebody walked in there and saw that, you know, they wouldn't know what the hell's going on.
Just like, is this open, or what's going on?
What's going on here? You know, so that's part of it, you know. You see that at all these, like, game and hobby shops. Like, the owners and managers are always, like, somewhere playing games. Which I guess is okay, but you gotta have, like, one guy, you know.
You need to have an employee.
A counter guy,
yeah,
somebody at the counter. Just in case somebody walks in, you know, hey, can I help you? Or somebody who's, you know, free right now to assist a customer in a professional and timely fashion, you know?
Yeah.
Like if you, like, came in there, even if you're just with some buddies and you came in there and, like, you saw something going on, maybe you wanted to get involved or whatever, you wanted to, you know, you wanted some information, or, like, you know, like, I could see them totally losing the bid there, because, like, when I was there, you know, what if I wanted to jump in on somebody's game or something? I need to buy some figurines or something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? What if I was like, well, I want to get in on this, you know, sell me something. You know what I'm saying? There was nobody really, everybody was, all the employees were, you know, in the middle of a game and didn't really want to be bothered with customers. Which, at any business, is kind of, you know, a little.
Alright.
Yep, this is stout, alright.
Another thing that, like, it just, like, hit me. Another thing that could, like, kill returning customers is really fucking entitled regulars.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially because really entitled regulars don't buy that much stuff. They buy a few things here and there, and then they, you know, just hang out there.
Yeah. Like, here's an example of something that happened. Like, they were gonna play a game of werewolf or whatever, and so they asked us to move from the table. We were sitting in front of the TV. We were playing a game on the TV, and we were like, sure, because, you know, they needed to use the table. We move. They're not even using the entire table. They're not even using the part where we were sitting and using the TV.
Wow. Are they using the TV?
No.
What's werewolf?
It's a card game where, like, well, it's not really a card game. You give out cards. They're more like tokens, if anything. It's like, and everyone puts their head down, and then, like, everyone gets a designated role, and you're in a village, and you have to find out who's the werewolf.
Oh, gotcha.
While the werewolf's killing people.
Oh, gotcha. Figures.
So yeah, that happened.
Speaking of werewolves, I saw a pretty low budget but pretty nice werewolf movie recently, Late Phases, about a cranky blind Vietnam vet who goes to a retirement community that is being besieged by a werewolf. And like, it's a werewolf flick, and the werewolf design is kind of cheesy, but what makes the movie is the dynamite supporting cast of actors you've seen before but you won't remember where from. And the lead man as the cranky blind Vietnam vet. Like, the way he so quickly diagnoses the problem and, like, has no, like, you know, disbelief in what's going on. It's just like his whole not having sight was like, he totally skipped past the I can't believe my eyes, this is a werewolf. You know, because he can't see. He's like, I feel these claw marks on this wall. I heard the howling. I heard the noise. This thing fucked my dog up. And I smelt this smell. It's like alpha dog, you know, smell.
Yep, I believe it. It's a werewolf.
You know what I'm
Let's do
saying?
something about it.
Only comes out on a full moon. When was those attacks happening? On a full moon? Damn. I'm dealing with a lycanthrope here. And he just goes and, like, gets some silver bullets cast and goes about a blind dude, a blind war vet, and taking out this werewolf. Scene that did it for me in the movie is just when the old ladies came to, like, welcome in the neighborhood, and he's all cranky, and they're all, you know, well, you can come down to the, you know, seniors meeting, blah blah blah, being all welcoming and nice, and he just pulls out a gun, just pulls out a revolver, and he's like snapping it closed and shit, and they're like, there's generally no weapons in Crescent Bay, and she's like, I wasn't aware that you were allowed to have that. And he's like, as a blind man, yes, I'm perfectly allowed to have a firearm. You must be thinking of retards. And she's like, oh my word. Well, there generally aren't firearms allowed at Crescent Bay. And she's like, are you sure that's safe? He's like, I am a weapons expert. I served in Vietnam. I know more about this firearm than you know about Pop-Tarts. Like, now if you'll excuse me, like, he's just this cranky ass old Italian blind vet, and then like he like writes a note to his son, you know, when he's getting ready to go after the werewolf because he knows he's not coming back, and he's like, I'm sorry for being a cranky piece of shit all those years. The war fucked me up. Only thing I was good at is being a soldier. Wasn't good at being a dad. I tried. But when I went blind, shit got dark. Literally, and I guess metaphorically. So, remember me as a good soldier and an alright dad. That's how I'm going out. That's basically what the note said, you know, kind of paraphrasing there, but
if you don't lean back, like,
it's not capturing me. Is it?
No, it is, but like,
don't move.
So that it's better. You could probably like just scoot forward and lean back like horizontally to the table, so you're still close to the table. There we go.
All right.
That works perfectly. Scoot this over here. Now I'm gonna have to pause again because somebody. All right. So what were we talking about? We went from. Oh yeah, you were talking about the movie.
Yeah, but not really that important. What the fuck? Go on. Anywho, yeah, we were talking about the movie Late Phases, but more importantly, back to the topic at hand.
Yeah. Fucking like, I think that's one of the things I could like. That's one of the things that would kill like returning customers the most is like
shitty regulars.
Yeah. And there's one there that's like particularly smelly. And that's just the fucking worst.
Offensive body odor is offensive.
Yeah, when you have a freaking force field of smell around you, you're literally just like repugnant.
A stink parameter.
Yeah.
Periphery of BO.
I think that maybe that could be why. Just because, like you said, nerds are pretty much on the rise. So
yeah,
or have arisen at the very least.
I once had a manager when I worked in a cell phone store that smelled like mad old ass chicken and like unwashed underpants. Like he just never washed his pants and had mad chicken on. Ashtray, bring it quick.
Where's the ashtray?
You already filled it. You were already dead.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. When we went to Too Many Games, there was this dude. I don't know if he was running one of the booths or something, but he just straight up smelled like piss. Pure piss. Like, yo, do you wash your jacket
pee.
and piss?
Just clean, straight up, unadulterated pee.
Yep.
Yeah. When I was working at the buffet, there were quite a few people like that who smelled like they just sat down and peed. It's over there by the chair.
Yeah.
Smell like they just straight sat there and just straight grin on the face, peed in the pants, and just, you know, urine, don't care. Like,
smelly people piss me off. Like, if you're homeless, then whatever.
no. If I was homeless, I'd still bathe.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, if you're on Skid Row, then it's like,
no.
you got other things you need to be worrying about.
No.
You're literally just like, well,
Instead of spending all your money on fucking crank, heroin and shit, fucking go to a fucking public bath, go to a fucking Dunkin' Donuts, get a cup of coffee and some donuts, and fucking go in there and fucking sink bathe, man. Motherfucking ain't no excuse to be stinking like that. Especially, I mean, if you homeless, my nigga, like, I don't know, I got an opinion on homelessness. I just feel like once you homeless, my nigga, like the fucking sky's the limit. You're a free man. Like, you're homeless. My nigga, like, just go get a job and live expense free. Like, if you living under a bridge, my nigga, then you just go to work, my nigga. Put your bum gear on, go to a public bathroom, clean up, change it to your work gear, keep your bum gear in a bag, go to work, do that job as hard as you fucking can every day, as hard as shit. Go sleep under that bridge, rinse, lather, repeat, my nigga. If I was homeless, I would just do it. Do it like it do.
Guess that's one way to look at it. I'm more inclined to let that go because mostly because I don't have to be around homeless people, I guess.
Homeless people everywhere.
I know, but they're outside where they can air out.
Yeah.
And their smell doesn't get confined in an indoor area.
What I'm saying, all those things you gotta do though is go to a public bathroom and sink bathe. Just sink bathe every day so you don't reach the level of just stink terribly.
Of just fuck it.
I assume the weed, right?
Huh?
I assume you're looking for the weed, right?
My little container? Yeah.
The green thing?
No, the little one in the
Oh,
plastic bag.
I don't know about any of that.
Oh.
I don't know where that is. Never seen it in my life.
Alright, then what am I looking for?
I guess the green container then. I'll roll you down. No big deal.
Where is it?
It's more of an excuse to be smelly than regular people, but not really. Regular people have no excuse at all. Homeless people don't have that much of an excuse. Foreigners, I'm looking at you guys too, no excuse. Like, there's just really no excuse to really be just overtly smelly all the time. Very little reason to just be overt stank.
Like, I hate it when people come to fucking conventions smelling like hot garbage.
You know what kills me? I've been to, like, even when I'm down in Jamaica and I see people who essentially, like, homelessness is really more of like I mean, not everyone's homeless, but like, there's way less of a divide than it is, you know, than it is here. Like, homeless niggas live in shacks down there, but you don't really be seeing too many just overtly stank motherfuckers. And it's hot as balls down there. You got motherfuckers who living in shacks.
Yeah, there's more of a chance to be stink down there. Yeah,
Yeah, and not only that, but I'm saying, like, how far away from homeless are you if you live in a shack? You know? Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you go down there, like, I'm some of the cleanest motherfuckers you'll ever see.
And now that I think about it, like, everyone who I got within, like, range of didn't offend.
No. Understandably, a couple people smell reasonably sweaty. It is a tropical fucking country. It's still fucking hot as balls and wet. But nobody smells stank offensive like you'd expect.
Well, I don't have...
You just got incense or ganja off most people.
Yeah. I don't have that keen a nose where, like, the scent of sweat is something that I would pick up off the bat.
Everybody has a different smell, sweat.
It's not something I was focusing on.
Depends on what they eat. I'm always focused on everything.
But yeah, I didn't know this, but like a Magic the Gathering, like one of the grossest like Magic the Gathering like tournament strategies is just not to bathe. Actually, this is also a strategy that some people use in like fucking like fighting, like ultimate fighting and shit like that.
Wow.
Like they'll just not bathe for like ever, and then they go into a match or go into a tournament or whatever and just use that as a distracting mechanism to...
Bathing before those things should be mandatory. Like, first of all, like ultimate fighting, like fighting things, bathing should be mandatory before the fight.
Yeah.
That should be mandatory. That's a hygiene issue. Not only that, but like a lot of cultures have religious provisions about fighting, and like I know in most Thai, like kickboxers, like Muay Thai fighters, like they bathe before fights. They're supposed to. So you're just being dirty,
basically.
Like, I don't think dirty is a good winning strategy. Pass me that.
Like, it's not...
Filth nasty is not an acceptable, like, strategy. Yeah. Gross nast is not where it's at.
Like, some places are starting to crack down on that and like, nah, you can't just be coming into the fucking Magic the Gathering tournament smelling like that.
Rightly so, they should crack down.
If you offending the customers, we kicking you out. You can't be doing this.
Yeah, I totally agree. That should have been a long time ago, a thing that was done. You know?
Yeah. Because, like, I know that they're a customer and they bought something, but, like, keeping that smelly bastard around, you're losing more customers than you're gaining. But you're losing more money than you're keeping by keeping that dude around.
Yeah. Especially if they're a smelly regular.
Yeah.
And they're going to be around a lot.
Don't shake the table. The mic doesn't have a shockproofer.
So you think that, like, but do you think you'll alienate more people, like, if you start getting really strict on these game stores, like, made it more, I guess, PC, like, all right, you always got a guy up there at the counter, you know, so you think that would alienate some of the core group, like, oh, wow, this place used to be so cool and relaxed, now it's, you know, all, you know, uptight, or do you think that that wouldn't really play into it and that, like, it would really attract more customers?
There needs to be a balance. Like,
I think a better business is a better business. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you do things better, it's better. Period. And like any business, just having your employees not really at the register, not doing it, is like, can we just agree that that's not really a good, like, business practice? Like, just like whatever your business model is, like that probably we can just say that that's a bad one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like.
Yeah, like if you're gonna have something going on like that, have 2 customers on staff, like, ready, like one person who is able to, like, move around the store, like, and do whatever, and one person who's basically
all the employees should not be, like,
Yeah.
in the middle of a game and not really trying to deal with customers, so that you stand at the register looking around like, yeah, I'm sorry to, you know, interrupt you guys.
I just kind of want to buy this Arizona real quick.
Yeah, and it's like they, you know, make you feel like you're wrong for, you know, patroning their store.
Like,
you know?
I don't care if you switch off each hour. Just have somebody behind the counter.
Yeah. Like, he can even be doing something, you know, while he's behind the counter. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's just someone should be there.
As long as somebody's there to scan something.
Like, to not even to scan something. Like, again, like, what if I want to buy something? What if I want
That's what I mean.
information?
As long
like,
as somebody's there to scan
something. You still have to
something
make
so I
me
can buy
feel
it.
like a welcome. No, I also mean, like, what if I want, you know, hey, you know, again, like I said, perfect example was, like I said, I saw a lot of games going on, and you know me, I like little figurines.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I want to get into a game that has little figurines, and none of them are, like, complex and, you know, stratagem enough for me, so I just want to invent my own, because I want to make little figurines. You know? So it's like, you know, I might have bought some little figurines. I had money in my pocket, you know what I'm saying? I had money. You know what I'm saying? I could have bought some figurines. I could have been a serious paying customer. But everybody there, I couldn't tell who was working there, who wasn't. You know, can we get maybe some employee t-shirts or something?
Yeah, that too. You need, like, team t-shirts.
Yeah, I think that's another thing that, like, a gaming store or whatever should have.
Or at least like a freaking, like, a loose, like, team, like, button up thingy jig that you can just put over yourself.
Team t-shirt. Team t-shirt.
I'm saying whatever your preference is. I like the idea of, like, a little button up thing that you can leave open in case you want to, like, wear a t-shirt of your choosing.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, team t-shirt or button up, cool.
What else was I going to say about it? Because there was something else I really wanted to bring up. Alright, yeah, we got the whole people behind the counter. Oh yeah, we were going to say what would make, like, a better, like, cracking down, or there needs to be, like, a balance.
Yeah.
Like, don't, like, I heard of, like, another place that is, like, a little bit, like, too PG.
What do you mean?
Like, you can't, like, you can't curse.
Uh-oh. Like, well, I mean, it's really not a kids thing anymore, so, you know.
And that's something they enforce.
Oh, okay. Like, they rigidly super duper enforce it?
Yeah.
I see where they're going. I'm never gonna, like, get mad at anyone for saying the whole no cursing thing. I can't, you know, there's a place and time for it, you know. But, yeah. Can't fault them for it, but by the same token, it's like, this is like a old enough demographic where, you know, a dirty word or two isn't gonna burn any sensitive ears.
That's something where you'd have to know your demographic and see, like, just see what traffic of customers you're getting coming through.
Huh.
Like, if it warrants the no cursing rule, if you get a lot of youngsters coming in, like, or a lot of parents bringing their kids to play D&D or whatever, then
Yeah.
sure.
Well, let's face it, kids don't play D&D anymore. Ain't no more youngins in this.
Truthfully.
I don't know what little kids do these days. Fucking twerk. Fucking.
They twerk and play Modern Warfare or Call of Duty while calling people nigger on the internet.
Yeah. I guess that's what it is, basically. That just made me think of like a kid doing all those things at once.
Just twerking with the controller in their hand
Some like
and the headset. Stupid fucking nigger.
12-year-old white girl or some shit just like twerking on this shit, playing like Advanced Warfare, calling somebody a nigger, and she's on like fucking Snapchat or some shit, like fucking cam whoring or something. You know? Like,
The laptop's behind her and the
Yeah.
TV's in front of her.
yeah. You stupid fucking nigger. Sad part is that's probably actually happening right now, and someone's probably paying like $6.99 a minute for that to watch it. Like dead ass right now.
Including the language.
We could probably like tap into, like, we could probably buy a feed of like what we just described right now. Like a white bitch playing Modern Warfare, Advanced Warfare, and twerking, calling somebody a nigger. I don't know if that's sad or like a great milestone of human like openness. You know?
That is a good fucking question.
Is it like, you know, hey, we've come so far from the dark ages where like a little bit of ye old smut could get you beheaded to like, or is it beheaded?
It's beheaded. I think de-headed isn't actually a word.
Anyhow, so yeah, it's like, you know, we've come so far from that time to like a time now where there's actually a market for, you know, that. And then you can buy it and face, you know, relatively little judgment in, you know, in comparison to beheading.
Yeah.
Or like having oil thrown on your genitals. Boiling oil, not like baby oil.
Take this, Drizzle.
Take
like
this,
that?
you deviant.
Squirt lube on.
That'd be a really good sketch to do. You're like a really not good at inquisitor. Just like doing all the tortures not quite right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, going back to the shop and the balance thing, like that's I really like the idea I had of having like 2 people on staff, because that would, you need somebody who's on the floor who can deal with the over entitled regulars, so that they don't scare people off.
Yeah, kind of, sort of. Or at least, you know, kind of tell them to, you know, tone it down. Like, hey, guys, you know, you guys kind of got to, you know.
Or settle, like, disputes. Like, just make sure that they're not sitting there running the store.
Yeah. Yeah. That they're not, you know, you guys still got to maintain that this is you guys' store. Like, yeah, they are paying customers, but, well, sometimes.
Oh, they're loyal customers, at least.
Yeah, but at some point you gotta kind of invoke the, yo, buy something or get out, because you're freaking everybody out. You know, at some point it's like, if you expect to be able to like break the customer, you know, customer supplier boundary, if we're to the point where like, okay, you're a regular, you come here and hang out, you've stepped into the realm of like, you know, regular customer, friend, you know, mano a mano kind of grounds, you know, so now it's like, okay, now we're close enough for me to say, yo, stop smelling like pee. You know, like be a man enough, like, I'll pull you aside. Like, if it was my place, I'll pull him aside. It's like, look, if you're a regular, you come here all the time, and you're expecting preferential treatment on that, come on, bro, I'm in here all the time. We're like friends. Okay, so like friends, you're in here all the time. You smell like pee. Stop smelling like pee. You know?
Yeah. Also, if you can't like separate business from pleasure, don't hire your friends.
You can't separate business from pleasure. You should
Well, then I guess
just keep them in separate realms.
I guess just don't hire your friends.
You can hire your friends. You know, actually, as a general rule, I would say don't hire your friends. You know,
Because that's another problem that aforementioned place has.
don't do it. But I mean, if you do it, hey, whatever, fine. But generally, it
Don't
has
let them
more.
take advantage.
No, it has more cons than pros.
Yeah.
You know, especially if there's any hierarchy or you're expecting to establish a hierarchy, they're not going to want to follow it, or they're going to expect preferential treatment. There's all sorts of risks accrued when you hire a friend in any business scenario. You know, it's hard for friends and employee-employer relationship to coexist in the same spheres.
A lot of people can't really be adults about that sort of thing.
It's not just that, it's that they're two hard spheres to overlap. You know? Inherently in the employer-employee relationship, there's a level of like one is superior to the other. One is in charge, one has to listen, one has to follow. When you're friends, ideally friends, you know, generally like to think of themselves as equals. That's one of the things that, you know, is a almost not a tenet of friendship, because there are like, you know, friendships where, you know, one friend or a group of friends may be more in charge or whatever, but generally equality is what, like, one of the first bounds of friendship. Hey, I see you as my equal, we're on the same, you know, level. That's a commonality, you know.
Well, then I guess it's people have a hard time being objective about that sort of thing.
That'd be a better word. Yeah, people have a hard time being objective about it on both ends.
Yeah.
The employer friend and the employee friend. The employee friend, because he's going to want preferential treatment for being a friend. The employer, because he's not going to want to, you know, be as hard. He's not going to want to damage that friendship, you know. Not to mention, you got to worry about other employees perceiving that friendship as a, you know, unfair, you know, a conflict of interest. So yeah, hiring friends is risky.
And it's like, and you can't let them like take advantage. Like, you can't let them not show up for work, or just be around and not really do any work.
Yeah.
And get paid to just nothing. And also, there's the type of people who will like hire their friends and then like try to take care of them. And it's like, hey, you just whatever. I'm gonna go for a while. You just do my job.
Yeah, true. Well, I mean, if you're gonna hire friends, then hire all friends, you know, and you guys all sort it out. And if the business falls, then that's on y'all.
Basically. But yeah. If you don't know how to work that out, then don't hire friends.
Precisely.
On another topic entirely, I looked up a whole list of movies that the guy from Versus was in.
Yes.
And I got some movies to buy. He is
like what?
He is in some shit.
Really?
Like, he is in two different like ridiculous, crazy like battle baseball movies. And they're not sequels to each other.
Just two deadly baseball movies?
Yes. Like, one of them is based off a manga, and one of them is just something entirely different. And like, I think the most recent movie he made, I'm not 100% sure. I gotta go look it up, but
yeah,
the most recent movie I can find was called Yakuza Weapon, where this shit is like super duper stupid and low budget.
Yakuza Weapon, but that title isn't.
Like, he gets shot up by a helicopter by some guy, and then like they do a whole "we can rebuild him" sort of thing.
Yeah.
And now he has a leg that shoots a leg that's a rocket launcher, like the kneecap rocket thing.
Nice.
And he has an arm that can turn into a Gatling gun.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
I would prefer like the foot shoot the rocket, so you can just.
I like the knee thing. Just cock the leg
Bronze
out.
kneecap.
Yeah. The bronze kneecap rocket launcher. But yeah. Other than that, I haven't really been doing much of anything. What is your thoughts of death of Iwata, the CEO of Nintendo?
Nintendo will continue on much the same money-making juggernaut. You know, they've got a good like team. Like it's not like Iwata was like personally doing too much.
He was
He
was
was.
just beginning to get his hands back into like coding because he started from the game making side.
Yeah. I had read the little blurb.
Yeah. Yeah. But he was one of those like CEOs who was like game maker and game lover first and businessman second.
I'd like to say that hopefully Nintendo will go in new directions now with him gone because he was kind of a staunch, you know, Nintendoist. But it was also his, like a lot of the shareholders too, so I'm not like holding my heart out, you know, for it. You know, he's dead. I don't think Nintendo will change much.
What do you mean by new directions?
Stop making Mario and Zelda like 52 times year after year. Pass this to Jess. Oh, you couldn't even hold it like you smoke it? I was hoping you kind of were. You hold it like it was toxic waste and shit. Passing it to Jess like, whoa, 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 whoa.
But yeah, I do also hear that they need new IPs, but I don't think that was the fault of Iwata. That was more
Shareholders.
Yeah, probably shareholders. He was more on the lines of make fun video games. We need fun video games because video games need to be fun. And they were like, you know what's marketable? Mario. If you can make a fun Mario, you should do that. Or if you can make a fun Zelda, you should do that.
Surprised they haven't just fuck it balls out Mario Zelda crossover.
Super Smash Brothers.
True. That's everything though.
Yeah. That's the King of Fighters of the
Nintendo world,
yeah. Or for anyone else, the Marvel vs. series of the Nintendo world.
Yep.
Since people don't really register or really know that King of Fighters is actually a crossover series with a whole bunch of SNK stuff.
Well, because nobody really like counts SNK. A lot of people don't like know that they've played like a lot of SNK games.
Yeah.
They don't know that a lot of those games you played at the laundromat, you know, were made by one company. Like,
Yeah.
they don't really too much enter the like cognitive process until like the King of Fighters games.
Is that a helicopter name? No, that's a plane. I was about to say.
We happen to live right at a aircraft, so
Unfortunately.
yeah, take off and landing every probably like every 10 minutes.
But yeah, like you got Ikari Warriors, you got freaking Psycho Soldiers, you got what else is there? You got Art of Fighting, Fatal Fury, all those
It's
guys.
only two I majorly remember. I know there's more, but
Yeah.
Art of Fighting and Fatal Fury are the two that stick out.
Where's my pen?
I don't know where your pen is, babe.
But yeah. Good thoughts and well wishes go out to Iwata's family, and I hope Nintendo could finds a good successor.
They will. Part of Nintendo's success has been its. I was gonna save that one and leave it unopened. Save the can. No. You can drink it, but we gotta save the can.
He's talking about this weird, shitty malt drink that we found at
Miami Vice.
at the V&T market. at the local Asian market called
Vivian.
Coconuts.
Miami Vice.
I bought it sheerly because of that.
Yep, surely because of the name.
And the
Coconut?
can. Miami Vice.
It's strawberry culotta, by the way.
Yeah,
Sounds terrible.
it is.
So
That was a good one.
you're really close to finishing Batman. It
Yeah,
looks like.
yeah. I'm fighting Jason Todd again for the third time now. After he came at me in a ridiculous drilling machine. That didn't work.
Much like everything else he tried,
Yeah.
because he's fighting the Batman.
They totally botched that in Batman. Like, they promised us a new villain. They kind of just, like, microwaved an old one, you know?
Was he in the previous? He wasn't in the previous games.
No, but they promised us a new villain, and instead we got, essentially, an old villain renamed. He's just the Red Hood.
Was Red Hood in the previous 3 games?
No.
Okay then.
But they made it seem like they wrote an entirely new villain for this game.
Nope, they didn't say look out for a new villain of the Batman franchise. They said we're introducing a new villain.
I guess you're right.
Gotta look at you just either look at the fine print or look at what they didn't say. It's dropping change everywhere.
I'm looking for my lighter. It's gone.
Huh?
My lighter.
It's not in your pocket?
No. I just shot out a bunch of change like a fucking leprechaun. But
Or like a River City Ransom villain who got hit in the head.
No, it was somehow in my foot. Was that a magic trick? It was like in my flip flop. What the fuck was that? I just fucking David blamed myself. Like, where's your lighter? Look there.
There you go. Now I'm gonna go sit in a block of ice for 24 hours.
What's up with this magic? It like totally changed directions. Went from like street magic illusions to like freezing
Mind
zone.
over matter stuff.
Yeah, sitting at ice and sitting in water and
Standing on a pillar that's 50 feet high.
jumping off of it in some cardboard.
No, just standing up there for like a day.
No, he jumped off into some cardboard.
I guess at the end of the
Standing there.
at the end
He
of the
stood there for a couple days.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool, but like, I want to see some card tricks and shit.
It's not really magic as much as it is just mind over matter training stuff.
Yeah. He totally changed directions. David Black.
I feel like he was going in that direction the entire time, though, because like he was always like he would do that type of stuff, but like in the show, just pepper in card tricks just so you don't get bored or something.
Well, he started with street magic, and then he went to that whole like endurance shit, endurance performance.
Yeah. That basically freaking performance art,
Not magic.
endurance, not magic.
Not magic. Now with all the technology we have, yo, we can see some real magic, yo. Like, I want to see like a magician say fucking just go with technology and just like you could really trick the fuck out of some people right now. Or just
Right
put
now
on
is the
a
prime
fucking-
time for trickery.
Yeah, or just put on like a real fucking spectacle. I'm cool with just a spectacle of light and sound.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, shoot some multicolored dust out and shit. Like, you know, they did the Tupac hologram with dust. Like, come on, man. Like, we got hologram dust, people. Come on,
Well,
let's do this.
Japan has a freaking hologram pop idol that goes on tour. Meanwhile, hologram Tupac is dead again. I meant we killed Tupac twice.
We killed his hologram. No. Some foul shit.
I think Dr. Dre gonna be a hologram before he drop Detox.
Fags. Too busy making beats and Beats Periphery products.
He don't make those. He just does commercials for them every now and again. He has. I don't think he has anything to do with the production. Beats by Dre and Skull Candy are like not good anymore.
As great as everyone thinks.
All they are is extra bass
and
like,
overpriced.
Overpriced and just extra bass. I want to be able to hear the music, hear my music, not like
they got sound muffling and good stabilizing sorta.
But it's just extra bass. I don't want to pay for a subwoofer that I put on my head. I want
this is true.
An actual stereo that captures the sound, because I listen to a wide array of music. I don't just listen to rap that I don't really care about the lyrics to, but oh, look at that thumping beat though.
So you need some real nigga sound fucking headphones. Some probably more expensive, but only real sound people know about it type shits.
That's one of the reasons why I want to freaking re-EQ Joshua speakers. Because he has a speaker set up in the background, but it's all bass, and it sounds like shit. Because the in-car bass he has to turn below 0 so that the car isn't overly bassed, and he doesn't know how to work the knobs and stuff that actually is hooked up to the speakers in the back. So he just has all this garbage sound and bass come out of his car
all the time.
Yeah.
So he just drives around just all the time.
Yep.
Nice. But that's what black people want.
Apparently.
That's what we want, bro.
Astro Boy has my thing. He's Viper.
Huh.
Fucking magic tricks going on my lighter.
Everything is being attracted to the floor and then the nearest foot.
Yep. I don't know how that happens. Mute. My lighter was gone, the pen was gone, now everything's found. Excellent.
Come out here, David Blaine. Stop fucking with her.
Word.
I was on top of the tree the entire time.
Right?
I've been up here for a week.
I'll be fine.
No, he gets up just fine. He jumps off, just lands flat on the dirt, and then gets up. Gets up and presents himself like praise me now.
Yeah, it doesn't even land proper, just face first.
Yep. Yeah, he gets up unscathed.
Everything's fine. I was up here for a week. I hit all your shit too.
Then you go inside, just take a sip out of a cup. There's a card in it now. That was his final trick before he left. And that was a card that you took from last year.
David Blaine would get really annoying. I couldn't imagine his wife. It must be annoying. The magic trick just never ends. I'm sure sometimes she's oh, this is so romantic and amazing. But I'm sure other times it's she's drinking champagne with him oh my god, David is so amazing. That's your card.
Was that your card?
I know that's your card.
And there's David Blaine and a palm tree with the selfies.
Yeah, with the selfies there.
Goes to dinner. Turns out you weren't eating dinner with him the entire time.
We're
his friend Jeff.
She looks back, it's a straw dummy or some shit. She coughed out.
Him on top of the house with the selfies.
Happy birthday too. You didn't know.
Yep.
You were clapping for him.
Happy
birthday.
He double surprised everyone at his surprise party. Yeah. Surprise! He walked in. Yep. Everyone got a card.
Yep.
Was this your card? Damn it! That time, last month when you made me pick a card.
Came out with
holy shit. Yeah. He's just gone.
Oh, maybe
It's like, I didn't even pick a card. Remember when I left the pack of cards on your table? You grabbed one out the pack.
He came out from behind the couch like, it's not even my birthday. Check your phone.
Like,
It's actually Susan's birthday.
surprise! Bunch of other people come out the back door. Her family and shit. Like,
Yep.
you flew in my family from Milwaukee? Like,
Double surprise prize.
we don't even know how we got here, honey.
We just picked a card.
We just picked the car.
We ended up here.
Chris Angel, like, his is like just all fake. Like, I don't really like him as much. Chris Angel, I don't like as much.
I like him, like, because he just seems like such a fucking tool.
He's a fucking total.
Like, he
just-
dresses up like one of those, like, punk rock pickup artists. Like that dude Mystery.
No, he dresses like a fucking TNA wrestler. Like,
Dressing like a TNA wrestler, just mind freak.
word, like, he might as well be a fucking TNA wrestler. Mind freak.
He teams up with Jeff Hardy.
Do 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 do. He jumps off the fucking top turnbuckle and never hits you. It's his fucking special movie, sets you up and just, nothing hits you, just runs out from the set. Do 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 do. Mind freak. Do 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 do.
Oh my god, he signed up for the mind freak.
He said
Oh my
nothing
god, he
mind freak.
landed it? I can't tell.
Why does no one ever see this coming? Just jumps, like, looks like he's about to swanton bomb, but like never just hits the ground and just runs out from the side.
And pickup artists are sad. You remember that show about like the schmucks who like wanted to be the ultimate? It was basically like the ultimate pickup artist, like Ultimate Fighter or like something like that. One of those contest shows where like you get eliminated,
And what, like the goals,
like one of those reality
pick
shows.
up women?
Yeah,
Like, what, you just gotta get their number or something?
it's like they get like the pickup artist culture. They have like tactics and tricks and like special maneuvers and stuff that they like teach you, and like they would teach it to the schmucks, and then they would like see if they can't go out and use them appropriately in the wild, in the field. It's usually some club that they put a whole bunch of cameras in, and
Does this work?
I guess
I can't say it's wrong. I guess you could say it's sport, but then that's like also why women like are so mad all the time. Shit like that, you know? But
Like-
they need to lighten up too.
I couldn't like. There are seminars for this, bro.
I can't see myself going to a seminar. Maybe out of amusement. Like if I got a Groupon for it and it was like $4.
I couldn't. It's too sad. It's like pickup artists like seminars are built off of the back of loneliness.
And insecurity.
Yeah.
It is. I would go to laugh at the bad toupees. Like, I would go and just like tittle like a fucking idiot the whole time. Just cutting people's asses. I would go for that. Whatever the price. Like I said, if I got a Groupon for that and it was like a reasonable price and I could just show up totally schmacked, which I totally can.
Come to Jeffree Starlight's pickup artist seminar.
Johnny Charisma.
Johnny Charisma. Come to
Charisma.
Mystery's
I'm there.
pickup seminar.
I'm there. I'm showing up totally fucking schmacked. I'm cutting everybody ass. I'm just cutting mad ass and sitting there, yo, just giggling and laughing the whole fucking time.
I'm afraid you can't teach swag, my friend.
Then I'm going to a diner. I'm fucking ordering I'm just going to the greasiest greasy spoon diner I can go to because, like, you know it'll be in, like, Astoria, Queens or something. You know?
Yeah.
It'll be in, like, Bensonhurst, Brooklyn or something like that. Like, it'll be in some, like, low-pricing place like that. Like, and it'll just be, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go to, like, some greasy-ass, like, Atlantic Ave diner or something. Bayview diner. I'm going to get, like, a fucking cheesesteak melt. Fucking their most rummiest rum drink. And then just sit there and just laugh about all the people's ass I cut. Hopefully people from the seminar come and I'll cut their ass like live, like this time like out loud. Like, just be laughing, getting drunk, yelling, flinging cheesesteak everywhere. I'm just gonna be that guy. Like if you're going to a fucking pickup line seminar, you might as well just commit that night to just, you're just gonna have a raucous laugh out loud fucking douchebag night. Maybe I'll even wear a cheap suit.
I think that's the only like actual
I'm
equipment.
gonna wear badly cut suits so it makes me look fatter, like you know, like the opposite of a good suit.
Yeah. Wear a chopper suit.
No, I'm gonna wear like a baggy ass fucking.
Yeah, you don't remember that?
What?
That was like a meme for the longest. Like fucking Chopper from the band. Like this was probably like 2 years after the band. Like he showed up on the internet wearing this like ludicrous suit with a blazer that was like 2 sizes too big. It should look like he was wearing a box. And people was cutting his ass for like a year about the Chopper suit. It's like you ain't even get a tailor or nothing. You ain't get that joint size. You don't know. You don't know what size the suit's supposed to be, nigga. You don't know what size blazer you're supposed to be wearing. But yeah, that was a good little throwback.
Yeah, I mean, he couldn't have even bought a nice off-the-rack suit. Yeah, I'll wear a terrible suit. We should do that. We're going to a pickup artist seminar. I'm with it. I am with it. I'm getting schmiggity. You better get some edibles and munch them shits, because we're going to that shit schmiggity and just laughing the whole time. And then, like I said, going to a Greasy Spoon diner and just yucking it up. In style. Like the opposite of style.
Yeah, and style with so many quotation marks.
You gonna get a cheap suit too? A cheap suit?
No, I'm gonna wear like jeans and like the ugliest button up I can find. Because I have 3 like obnoxiously colored like ugly fucking ugly button ups. Like, you know the colors where if you move they're a slightly different color.
Yeah.
I got like 2 of those. One that's like lime green and and like lime green. If you move a certain way, it's like kind of yellow.
Nigga got a Barracuda shirt.
And one that's like blue and also purple somehow.
He got a Barracuda shirt.
Yeah.
And an import tuner Honda shirt. They got the Need for Speed pearlescent paint, most expensive paint job in the game. Like.
Those are the button ups I wear when I want to cosplay as the instigating swordsman. It's a character I made up who just goes around. I just go around challenging people. He hops from universe to universe and just fights people. He's like Ryu, only way less dry. Like, you know how Capcom has dimensional rift problems with the Marvel vs. series.
Yeah.
The Capcom versus series.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
Does he get various different powers depending on what universe he's in?
Yes.
Okay. Sometimes his attacks is booty kind of lame. Other times they're way over the top.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly when you're in versus universes.
Those are the best one for everybody.
And you get super jumps.
Yeah, you always want
fireballs that are bigger than your originals.
Yeah, crazy combos you never had.
Yep.
Moves you ain't had since that game in the way back that everyone loved but no one played.
Yeah.
That special everyone wishes you had. Everybody wants to play in the Versus universe.
Yeah.
Alright. I think we'll cut it because I need something to drink. That isn't stout toad beer. Because now that's gone.
Alright.
And I'm not drinking that Miami Vice.
As should no one, really.
Jess, how's that Miami Vice treating you?
Just like I want the booze.
And it's pink.
Yeah. That is Miami as fuck.
It's pleasantly colored. I'll give it that.
Yeah. I think that's where most of the R&D went for this drink.
And it's in a can, so you'll never see it. What a waste.
No, they're expecting you to pour it into a glass.
Really? That's
Raid over
presumptuous.
ice. But you have to look for it, huh?
That's presumptuous for a malt beverage in a can.
Yeah. I think they're like... Yeah, they're one of those companies.
They really want you to pour this over ice, and they really think you're going to do it. And we did it. I did it too the
Yeah,
first
it says
time.
great over ice on the flying plane.
Hey.
It matches the word in here, coconuts. The color in here.
It is pretty.
It does.
Oh, crap.
That's on the poster that they don't have.
Word.
That's on the 3 posters they
So there you go, people. Run out to nowhere because you'll never find it and get Coconuts Miami Vice.
The majority of our listeners, boy, you can't find this.
Yep. Not sponsored by Coconuts Miami Vice. Go out and find it nowhere for no one.
Unless you got a really lowbrow Asian market near you.
Who just like orders those off rip for no real reason.
Who's the target audience for this?
I don't know.
Asian people, Mexicans, who's buying this? We bought it.
I think the target audience is, ooh, look at that can.
Where's it made?
I refuse to think that it's actually made in Miami.
Cornell Brewing in Fort Worth, Texas.
I felt like it might have been in Texas. Because I was like, I refuse to think that they actually made this in Miami.
No. They had a regular pina colada flavor.
It doesn't. It does. It does have a cool
Matt!
flavor.
Get peeing on the cooler.
It's my cooler now.
Damn it.
Whoa!
Alright, well, that's the end. Contact me over Twitter, I guess, if you want. See ya.
Like ass, but the task is grand. Bent the lastest man, picked for the kickball in coordinate to hit. I miss a brick wall that won't help an unpopular pick. Take a swig. Now I'm captaining shit, and I'm putting legitimate players on duty to gather them beauties. What thought I had cooties? Is it one attribute you did not roll? Is it one bottle in the bag of hold? Is it one goal to pass the stat check? Sip the extract, you command the respect. Is it one attribute you did not roll? Is it one bottle in the bag of hold? Is it one goal to pass the stat check? Sip the extract, you command the respect. By the CHA on my character sheet, yes, I pencil a plus the side, deem it discreet from the inked in single digit charm that I got in initial calculations, weighed it and fraught with compromises, not with surprises, no shock to the misers of points when I'm leveling up. The prizes all go in one cup. Which one? INT increased always and didn't start low. Now it got so high I get to fake the flow just by figuring out the simulation and enacting. I get crafty, take a vial's worth exactly. Another couple sips, I'm up on top of the world. Yet another to my lips, the way the rhymes get hurled. Should fix to my person, impossible statistic. A temporary boost, it desists quick. Desists quickly. I ought to say quickly. It is an adverb. Is it one attribute you did not roll? Is it one bottle in the bag of hold? Is it one goal to pass the stat check to sip the extra? roll? Is it one bottle in the bag of hold? Is it one goal to pass the stat check, to sip the extract? You command the respect. Yes, you might consider front a lot an expert in the subject, soaking in the potion such a length I make a subset of bath time wrinkles. Devote them to this amplification of fabulousness. Take a stab at a diss, note it doesn't connect. So buffed you don't even need to look up the check. Just hand the dice over, hang the head low. Don't blame it on the captivation enchantment on the road. Boots of beguiling leave a sparkle where I tread. Plus 8 helm of glamour merely flatters my head. What I said was the outfit is ornamental, it's incidental. The elixir's effect is ungentle. It bends me with confident types. If I lift a toast to them, am I being polite to the kids who arbitrated on the topic of cool? Look at my cool hat and fuck you. One attribute you did not roll. Is it one bottle in the bag of hold? Is it one goal to pass the stat check, to sip the extract? You command the respect. Is it one attribute you did not roll? Is it one bottle in the bag of hold? Is it one goal to pass the stat check, to sip the extract? You command the respect. Is it one attribute you did not roll? Is it one bottle in the bag of hold? Is it one goal to pass the stat check, to sip the extract? You command the respect. Is it one attribute you did not roll? Is it one bottle in the bag of hold? Is it one goal to pass the stat check, to sip the extract? You command the respect.
Damien, are you saying attribute or attribute?
Attribute, obviously.
Because it sort of comes off sounding like... if you said attribute, then it'd be a verb, not a noun.
The words do whatever I tell them to do.
Your eyes are sparkly.